Hello children. Today we are going to study three more glands of human body, and these glands are adrenal glands and two gonads, that is testes and ovaries. Let us first see about adrenal glands. Adrenal glands are two in number. These you can see here in this picture. They are triangular shaped glands, okay, and they are present on each kidney. So they are two in number, each located at the top of each kidney. Each adrenal gland has two parts. They are central medulla, that is the central part of adrenal gland is called medulla, and the outer part is called cortex. Okay. Adrenaline and cortisone are the two hormones which are secreted by adrenal glands. Adrenaline is secreted by medulla part of the adrenal gland, and cortisone is secreted by the cortex. You can easily remember cortisone for cortex, okay, from cortex. Now what are the functions or actions of this adrenaline hormone? Adrenaline hormone is also called epinephrine, okay. This is secreted by the medulla of adrenal gland, as we know, and it prepares the body to meet emergency situations. Emergency situations means any situation that gives stress to your body, okay. And this is the reason this gland or the hormone secreted by this gland is also called emergency hormone or stress hormone. Now next function of this gland is that it increases the heart rate, increases the blood pressure. That means the hormone which is secreted by this gland will increase the heart rate, will increase the blood pressure, and it maximize the blood glucose level. That is, it also increase the blood glucose level, okay, and it increase the rate of respiration. All this increase is required to cope up with the stressful condition, okay, and therefore it leads to all this increasing. Next, because of all this, what happens? Why we need to increase all this? Because by increasing heart rate, by increasing blood pressure and blood glucose level, rate of respiration, the person will feel more energetic, okay, and the person will be able to cope with the stress. During the stress situation, he or she will have more energy. This hormone is also called as 3F hormone. 3F is for fear, fight, and flight. Means in this three situation, this hormone is released in your body. When you are in extreme fear, or if you are going to fight, having a big fight with somebody, then adrenaline will increase in your body. This will give you extra energy to fight. And if there is some flight means extreme happiness, okay, if there is any condition of extreme happiness in your body, then adrenaline is released to cope up with the situation of extreme happiness, okay. So therefore this hormone is also called as 3F hormone. Next, there is a condition called adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush means there is so much increase of adrenaline in the body during a stressful condition, and this very sudden increase of adrenaline in our body is called adrenaline rush. But this is not a good condition, although adrenaline help us to cope up with the stress. But if due to this stressful condition adrenaline rush happens, then this is harmful for our body, because the blood pressure or heart will increase suddenly, okay, and your body will then not be able to cope up with those increase in the heartbeat and increase in the sugar level or rate of respiration, okay. So adrenaline rush is caused because of the increase of adrenaline in body during a stressful condition. Next hormone is cortisone. This hormone is secreted by the adrenal cortex. And what are its function? It affects carbohydrates, fats and protein metabolism. It also regulates the salt and water balance in our body, okay, and it helps to adapt the body to conditions of extreme heat and cold. Next, we are going to study about gonads. Gonads, as you have studied them in the human reproductive system, that ovaries and testes are gonads. Ovaries are present in females, they produce ovum, and testes are present in males and they produce sperm. Other than production of ovum and sperms, they also produce sex hormones, okay. Why they are called sex hormones? Because these hormones are responsible for development of secondary sexual characters in male and female. Now what are secondary sexual characters? These are those characters which differentiate a boy from a girl. Understood? Which are particular to those sex, that is to a female or to a male. Now ovaries, let us study about ovaries. What ovaries produce? It produces female sex hormone called estrogen. Okay, this is what is the role of estrogen then? Estrogen is responsible for producing secondary sexual characters. As I already told you that these hormones are responsible for producing secondary sexual characters, but in whom? Estrogen is responsible for producing sexual characters in females. Okay, in females, because they are secreted only in females. So next hormone is the progesterone. Progesterone, it brings changes in the body of a pregnant woman. Okay, it rises in the body only when the lady is pregnant, but estrogen is always secreted and it produces sexual characters. What are those secondary sexual characters? Like development of breast, pubic hair, deposition of fat on the thighs, enlargement of uterus, okay, and onset of menstrual cycle. So these are all secondary sexual characters that develop in female. Now let us study about testes. What testes do? They secrete male sex hormone, that is testosterone. And as estrogen is responsible for development of secondary sexual character in female, testosterone is responsible for masculine secondary sexual characters. Masculine means male. Okay, that is secondary sexual characters in boys. And what are those? In boys, they will have enlargement of scrotum, penis, broadening of the shoulders, deepening of the voice. Their voice will become harsh, growth of pubic hair, and growth of mustache and beard. All these characters we will be studying in detail when I'll talk about adolescence tomorrow. Okay, so you will better understand them. So this is all about today. Study well, stay safe, keep learning.